The Virginia Farm Bureau and other state farm bureaus began early in the 20th century as lobbying groups representing the economic and social interests of farmers. Early organizations were strong in southwest Virginia and the Shenandoah Valley. 1926 is the official charter date for the Virginia Farm Bureau Federation, which for years had just one or two employees and an elected president. But current President Wayne Pryor says it grew and thrived because the sole purpose was to speak for farmers.
Lots of different organizations have a purpose, and therefore I think Farm Bureau has a true purpose, and that purpose is to represent agriculture. And being the largest organization representing agriculture in the state is very needed and has been very successful.
Pryor grew up in a Farm Bureau family in Goochland County. His father was the first county Farm Bureau insurance agent, and he worked with farmers on farm issues as well. Pryor rose through the ranks to become Farm Bureau's 12th president a decade ago.
My home was the County Farm Bureau office. My mother was his secretary, and many times I remember her pushing breakfast dishes back from the table. He had made a sale the night before, and she would sit down and hand copy that application for him to send in that day.
Today, the Virginia Farm Bureau is the state's largest farm lobbying group. It also provides a number of economic services to members like grain marketing and equipment parts. And in 2011, the Farm Bureau bought the State Fair of Virginia. To celebrate the Farm Bureau's many modern milestones, a new book was commissioned to cover the achievements since 1982. Author Greg Hicks says the book helps tell the story of how Farm Bureau has helped members adapt to a changing farm economy and culture.
Farm Bureau reacted to so many things and was proactive on a number of things that went on with the agriculture industry during that period. One, of course, the tobacco buyout and the end of the quota system, and also the end of the quota system for peanuts. And our legislative work on things like the eminent domain constitutional amendment, things like this. Farm Bureau was heavily involved that are agriculture issues, others, right to farm, the right to farm law, and many others.
Farm Bureau's insurance affiliates began operations in 1950, and various marketing options were offered to members over the years to help receive better prices for their commodities. Today, tens of thousands of Virginians are Farm Bureau members who don't own or work on a farm. They join to take advantage of those economic services, including health insurance. And while the number of farms and farmers in Virginia is slowly shrinking, Pryor remains optimistic for the next generation.
I think young farmers have a very bright future to look forward to, and certainly Farm Bureau does everything it can to promote young farmers, get them involved. We also have a very successful agriculture in the classroom program where even at a younger age, Farm Bureau is involved in educating young people. And certainly, if I may add, our state fair that we became we became owner of that, and my reason for that is that we could expand agriculture, we could show it to the urban population, and more important, we could have young people involved in exhibits and competitions and just showing what agriculture is to the state.
Entering its 91st year, the Virginia Farm Bureau is many things to many different people. But Pryor says at its core, the Farm Bureau is still focused on speaking for farmers and representing the values of rural Virginia. In Goochland County, Virginia, I'm Norm Hyde.